everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. You think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Sayin. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, when somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Brown. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got it. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. No chance to catch him. They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, they'll try try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The DB's backing off from the line now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. And the defense come up with a stop this time. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, the freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off. Second down play coming up. To throw, it's saying. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Looking to chuck it again. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Buckeyes keep the football on the move. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. To the air, it's saying. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To play fake, he'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks free now into the secondary. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice game.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Try to pick up the third and short through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. Do they try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Down he goes, a sack. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. That sack makes it second down and forever. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded to one of the up men. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Orgy. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Important second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and 10 play coming up. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's found some room at the 45. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Under pressure, just lets it go. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this. I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this. But he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it. Just misses it.
He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. Fourth down and 7. From the shotgun, drops back, fires it to the wideout. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the Wolverines begin a new series here, first and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on first and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5-wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. It's third down and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw on third and goal. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. There would have been a big ask from the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back. It's Sayan. Looking for the wideout. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out at the 3. Couldn't quite make the end zone, but a great pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. And one final play before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to take another shot right here. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped. What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Back to throw. It's Sayan. And the two-point conversion is good, cutting the lead down to 9. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. The shotgun running play call. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
He's tackled at the 26. Brings up 3rd down.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a...
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. And he's able to convert and pick up that nice 1st down.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. From the shotgun to handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman.
Interesting call here by this offense on the 2-point conversion. Just not enough depth on that route to get him across the goal line. And the defense does a nice job of coming up with that tackle to keep him short.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. The job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.